I've heard this track being called a cross between a road course and an oval. I've heard this track being called the Tricky Triangle. But I've heard this track being called a Porfest. I couldn't resist. This, in case you haven't noticed already, this is called the Mr. Excitement 500, a race I named after Mr. Clientele on NASCAR Race Hub, Jimmy Spencer. That is top 20 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series. On the pole over the race, it's Josh Osborne, his first pole of the season, alongside of him, Michael Dawson in the 52. Road 2 has Sasha Dawson in the 68 and Charles Jackson in the 10. He's been qualifying very well here lately. Row 3, Super Shears, Dougie Shears, and alongside Colin Cropley in the 5. Row 4 has Connor Breton and Justin Acosta. Row 5, Alexander Dawson and Alex Tanker. And Row 6, Rachel Williams and Ryan Cooper. Pocono tends to be a demolition derby, as we saw in the first Pocono event this season. Let's see what happens here. The green flag waves, and Josh Osborne will lead him down. Hasn't won a race in Season 3 in this series. As they come down the long 3,740-foot front stretch, they begin to fan out just a little bit. And let's keep an eye on about the middle of the pack. That's where the trouble usually happens. Sasha Dawson dives inside of Josh in that 30 car. Sasha getting a little racy. She goes to the lead. They go in that tunnel turn. Let's see what happens there. And oh, here we go! Adrian Becker upside down. So is Michael Dawson. Or that's Alexander Dawson, excuse me, in the 42. Who's upside down? Lisa Shears damaged big time. So is the 88 of Russ Batson. Lisa Shears smoking very, very bad. Ray Castor's in it. Ryan Acosta's in it. Ugh. And boy, what do you know? Dougie Shears won the race back to the line. As he got past Sasha Dawson right the last, coming to the yellow flag. I think we got better have a look from the copter cam first. I mean, this has got to be where. I think that might have started when Rachel Williams got turned in the 27. Let's see. Yep, she got turned by Colin Cropley, since Colin right into the wall. Alexander Dawson, he hits the wall. And then Cropley hits Dawson. Dylan Poteet hits him too. And then right there's Adrian Becker actually in a 2-car. She's upside down. We have to ride with Adrian Becker on this one. See what kind of a ride that she took. She started this race about middle of the pack. On board with Adrian Becker. And Adrian's ride ends up on her roof. So Adrian Becker's day, no doubt done. Now from on board Alexander Dawson's car, he has another one that's had a flip over. He's right behind the 5 of Colin Cropley. Now Colin, I think he hit. Now Rachel Williams actually blatantly shoved Colin Cropley. So Rachel Williams, you're about to have a harsh talk with Colin. Basically enough, Alexander Dawson gets his car re-cranked and back going again. Unfortunately, knocked out of the race as we ride along inside Dougie Shears, who's the leader of the race right now in car 99. Second is Connor Breeden. Third is Charles Jackson. Fourth, Sasha Dawson. Fifth is Aaron Williams. Sixth is Seth Cole. Sixth is John Acosta. Eighth, Seth Cole. Ninth, Josh Osborne. Well, no, wait a minute. Several cars making pit stops here. We always seem to have this happen on the at Pocono. Little mix position mix going on. We'll restart this race on lap number 6, and here we go again. Dougie Shears has the lead on his restart. Charles Jackson, that's 10 car. He's got 3 wide right there with Aaron Williams in the 11. Oh! Charles Jackson got put in a wall by Connor Breeden. Seth Cole's crash. Hard crash for Dalton Day. Don Poteet's in it. Ryan Cooper's in it. Dents on Jasmine Acosta's car. Michael Dawson, he's in it. Ugh. What happened? Josh Osborne, he got damage on his car, number 30. I think I can smell what happened right here. Charles Jackson, he gets put in the wall by Connor Breeden, plain and simple. Breeden got some damage on his machine. Watch Seth Cole. He's slowing down right there, but then he just couldn't keep from hitting Charles Jackson. Jack Richards, he gets some damage on his machine. Josh Osborne, he rear ends Michael Dawson. Dalton Day with a hard hit. Dylan Poteet with a hard hit. Let's go for a ride with Seth Cole. That was a anxious moment right there. Slows down and oh crap. Seth Cole cannot get his car started. From Dalton Day's onboard camera. He was inside of the 33 of Ryan Cooper. Just rear ends the 22. Just rear ends the 6 car of Jasmine Acosta. Oh! And like we saw with Seth Cole, Dalton Day also cannot get his car started. This no doubt knocks Dalton Day out of the race. Boy, how many cars are we going to have left? And we are almost halfway through this event. Dougie Shears still at the bleed right now after 7 laps. Boy, everybody getting knocked out of the race. Get this, we have 13 cars left, and we're not even halfway through. Unfreaking believable. The green flag about to wave again. Dougie Shears has the lead. Car 99 Super Shears, as we call him. Ray Castor in second position. Alexander Jones, our winner at New Hampshire, runs third. Justin Acosta dives inside. Try to make it 3. And that's all the cars that's left. He actually got a shot at what field's left in this race. 13 cars are left in this race. We're halfway through. 10 down and 10 to go. Just goes to show you, sometimes if you fill up the track with that many cars, no telling what the heck's going to happen. Ray Castor hits the wall hard, and ooh, him and Alexandra, you better watch out there, girlfriend. And oh, Trek Dunham's put Alexander Jones in the wall. He He put her in the wall! Out of turn 3, 3 wide down the front stretch, and a 3-car draft between Zohar Munhan, Jack Richards, and Zed Weinstein all right there. Uh-oh, forward, oh no! Alexander gets put in the wall again, and that time it takes out John Acosta. And Acosta gets it back going. Oh my God. Look at this, they were almost 5 wide down through there. Sasha Dawson, I think, might have tapped John Acosta. That sent him into Alexandra Jones. He puts Alexandra in the wall. John spins, and then Sasha actually points John back in the right direction. As if to say, come on, John, let's keep racing here. I don't know. Meantime, Justin Acosta takes the lead here at Pocono. Boy, we got, that was another car. John Acosta was another car out of the race. And oh, Justin Acosta hits the wall. I believe this leaves us now with a full IROC field left. And by that I mean, an IROC field is 12 cars. That's how many cars we got left in this race. 12 cars out of the 43. Uh-oh, we got apparently we got wall scrapers here. Jack Richards, he's coming into the pits. Unscheduled stop for Jack Richards, and he's out of the race. This leaves 11 cars. Are we going to have anybody left? What the heck? No! Scratch that, we got 10 cars left! I don't see an 11th car out there. 10 cars are left in this race! And we got 7 laps to go here at Pocono. Justin Acosta leads the race. Dougie Shears close to the wall right there. This has been one wild and wacky race here at Pocono. I don't know what the heck is going on here. We didn't have this few cars left finish this race in the first go-round at Pocono. So a lot of drivers are going to be earning the crying towel from Spencer if this was on NASCAR Race Hub. I don't know. Back to the race, though. Dougie Shears drops to third after leading for much of this race. Zed Weinstein all over him for the fourth. Oh! Mike Doobie almost got turned by Dougie Shears in the North Chute. And Zed Weinstein doing a little wall scraping. This may blow his shot at the top, but he's guaranteed him a top 10. We know that. This being 10 cars left in the race. He's guaranteed him a top 10 finish. So is Trent Dunham. So is Mike Becker. Becker's going to get a top 10 out of all this. He's in 9th. Sasha Dawson a distant 10th. And she'll be the last car to finish. Provided if nothing happens. And Sasha's way off the pace somewhat. She's averaging 171 miles an hour that last time by. But Dougie Shears, he's trying to close back in on Justin Acosta as we got 4 laps to go this time by. But we almost see more wall scrapers than we do at Darlington almost. I tell you what, this has been one crazy race. I don't know. 4 to go here at Pocono. And it's 3 Fords in the top 3. Mike Doobie dives inside of Dougie Shears is for number 2 position. Oh! Doobie leaning on Shears a little bit again. They're at it again here. Mike Doobie and Dougie Shears, they're at it again. But look at Super Shears. He is closing in on John Acosta. Or Justin Acosta, excuse me. I get John and Justin screwed up. And it's going to let a lot of people back in this race, though. We see Zohar Munnin in the 14. He's closing in. 3 to go. That time by Shears' lap was 173.940. Justin's was 173.608. Look at Mike Doobie in that 15 car. He dives inside of Dougie Shears. Uh-oh. Out of turn 2, they almost... Oh, they touch! Coming out of turn 2, that's going to let Justin Acosta pull away. And Zohar Munnin's all over Mike Doobie's back bumper, trying to get a little draft off of him. As they come out of corner number 2... Oh, Ray Castor's around! Ray Castor got turned around in a 94 car. And the pace car has stuck on the pit road, and that was a race for the win. I believe Dougie Shears got him. Dougie Shears beats Justin Acosta to the line. And that's the case, then that means Dougie Shears will win the Mr. Excitement 500 here at Pocono. Ray Castro, I think, got back going again. I don't know if he's going to finish the race or not. Didi will. He drops back to 9th position. There was 10 cars left. Oh my God. Let's look first at what happened for the finish of this race. Well, we got actually a perfect view of what happened to Ray Castor. Ray Castor hit the wall coming out of second turn, and he blatantly gets hit by Aaron Williams and bulldozed actually by Aaron Williams as well. And Ray just gets turned around. He's around and around he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows, huh? Ray puts her back in gear and just keeps on driving. But now here was the finish of the race. Justin Acosta looked like he had this one well in hand, but then this happens right here. Dougie Shears gets a good run coming down the North Chute. By the time Castor spins, Dougie Shears knows it's go time. He gets on the inside of Justin Acosta. He takes the lead with the help of Mike Doobie and Zohar Munnin. Acosta tries to come back on him down the backstretch. It's a drag race to the finish line. Doobie tries to draft Acosta back by Shears, but it was not enough. Dougie Shears by a half a car length. Looks like he will be your winner of the Mr. Excitement 500. I swear, look at that! Sasha Dawson is the last car to finish. She was 10th. And there's where the retired list starts. 11th to 36th. 26 cars out of the race. Unbelievable. Tell you what, this Pocono race is one for the wacky books. And Dougie Shears has officially come across the line. He is officially your winner of the Mr. Excitement 500. Dougie Shears' his second win of the season. He won at Las Vegas. Average speed, just a miserable 99.848. Dougie Shears wins the race here. Second to Justin Acosta. Third to Mike Doobie. Fourth, Zohar Munnin. Fifth is Zed Weinstein. He continues his string of top fives. Aaron Williams, 6th. Trent Dunham, 7th. Mike Becker, 8th. 9th, Ray Castor. 10th, Sasha Dawson. That was all who finished the race. 10 cars finished the race. Kid you not. This is incredible. And this is incredible. I'm starting to sound like freaking Kyle Petty here. Then there's all the ones who crashed out there. That's 11th through 28th. Jack Richards, Alexander Jones, John Acosta. About 11th on down to 19th were because of crashes. Dylan Poteet had a camshaft problem. He finishes 20th. Then Seth Cole, Charles Jackson, Dalton Day, Alex Tanker, Rachel Williams, Chris Martin, Russ Batson, Jeremy Doobie. And only one that was out of the race not because of a crash was Dylan Poteet with a camshaft problem. Everybody else out of the race because of a crash. 25 of the 26 out of the race. And I apologize to those personally who was in the crash. I seriously hated it for that to happen, and hated that we didn't get any green flag action here at Pocono, but it's just what you get sometimes on a track like this. I tell you what. Dougie Shears wins at Pocono, his second of the season, and here's how the points are right now. Zed Weinstein with a 24-point lead now on Justin Acosta. Then comes Connor Breeden third, Sasha Dawson fourth, Dougie Shears fifth. Sixth is Ray Castor, seventh, Jeremy Doobie, eighth, Alexander Jones, ninth, Dylan Poteet, and 10th is Mike Doobie. That's how they run into points right now. Trent Dunham is 11th, Colin Cropley in 12th. Then Jack Richards 13th, Rachel Williams 14th, and Keith Batson 15th, and then the rest, and on down to Josh Osborne, who makes a splash now in the top 20 in the points, now the Season 2 champ of the series. And then there's our strugglers right down there, 36, Kaith and Taurus, a lot of them. I'm warning guys, expect the same for the Brickyard 400, which will be the next stop on the tour. Expect this to be a Demolition Derby too.